Grana Weepin Niddymong, and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm coming back at you with some stuff and things I've found from the four corners of the Tinterweb. I do this every single Tuesday and Saturday on this channel, so if you like the sound of that, why not think about giving me a like, a share and a subscribe, because it really helps me out.
And now the news. Don't touch that dial.
Kicking off today then with Fun Bee Studios, who have some twin missile launchers for you for your pterosaurs. So as always, these are 3D printed. Fun Bee Studios do some amazing stuff. You should really go and check them out. And yeah, pterosaur needs these, right? Up next, we step into the world of Shockwave Labs, who have a couple of upgrade kits for you for some core class figures. Now, you may be asking, do I really want to spend that money on a core class figure? And the probable answer to that is maybe no, but they do look pretty good, I'll be honest. First up, we get the upgrade kit for little core class G2 Megs with some new tracks, some filler pieces, and also a nice mace for him to wield there as well. And second of all, we get some upgrade kit parts for Shockwave himself as well. Really such a shame that Shockwave never made it to a larger class. Up next, we get a few more pictures out of MPH Studios. I still know very little about this studio, other than they are kind of maybe doing 3D printed stuff. Maybe it'll be mass produced, I don't know. But it's definitely heavily G1 inspired, certainly from an engineering point of view. And this is their take on Devastator, and more to the point, this is a black and purple looking Devastator, which is definitely a thing of absolute beauty. They are also offering up this awesome looking shattered glass take on Devastator as well. Really cool. I'd love to know a little bit more about this studio. One thing we did see though is these are pretty damn small. For some reason I thought these dudes were going to be bigger, but when you compare this dude to a Zippo lighter, you can see, yup, this is going to be pretty small. I do like the blue windows, and also we got to see a little bit of a prime that they're working on as well. So cool. Speaking of projects that may or may not get mass produced and I want to know more about, we got a video from FlameToys of them assembling their massive Metroplex. This thing is absolutely huge. Comes in at about 4 foot, I believe, and you can see them here screwing in all the screws. Again, currently, I believe this is 3D printed. Head over to Bobby Skullface's channel if you want to see a little bit more of an in-depth video purely about this project. We don't know if it's going to get mass produced, like I said. Currently, it is 3D printed, and it looks like this, but it looks incredible. It's got really nice looking hinges. It does everything you would want a Metroplex to do, and look at it. When it's fully assembled, this thing is an absolute beast. Gimme. August the 12th and the 14th in the UK, we will be getting TF Nation in person for the first time in ages, and James Roberts, writer, Brian Buckley is also going to be appearing at it. But most importantly, certainly for me and the stories that I read, Simon Furman is also going to be visiting on site in person, signing autographs and doing everything. The schedule is now up on TF Nation's website, so you can find out what's going on the Friday, the Saturday and the Sunday. So there's plenty of stuff going on, plenty of information to be found on that website as well, plus more guests, all the people who are in the stalls, and maybe you'll see me there on the Saturday. If you are in the market for a live action movie Megatron, then maybe you want to head over to ShowZ right now, because currently they have a pre-order up on this bad boy, which is the BWTW1023 Earth-Shattering Megatron. It comes in at a whopping 20.5 centimeters, that is 8.7 inches, and it will come with a chain hammer and collapsible particle cannon. This dude is only $21.99 and transforms into that Moving over to the world of Newage figures, and they're getting really close now to releasing their take on Devastator, but this time the toy version of Devastator. And I love these new marketing images, especially from this angle where they've almost got the look of that toy Devastator down to a key, but we know that this one has much better articulation in all parts. I do like the added colors on this, the purple that comes through a lot more of it on the original one, and also some of the decals as well. It looks like it's painted a little bit more. I have to say this probably is the better version of the figures so far. This is also coming as one complete set rather than having to buy everything as little twin packs, so really cool, really nice. Yes, I know some people believe that this is a little bit of a cheat because you fit them all into a frame, but hey, this is the best Devastator I have in my collection. I adore it, and it stays in Devastator mode, so I don't really care. Dr. Wu! Dr. Wu! So, Dr. Wu, yet again, coming with more different variations on its take on Arcee. And this is Mirror Ninja, who is obviously the slight remold of Arcee into Nightbird, and then Nightbird recolored into Mirror Ninja, which is orange and like a turquoise color. I don't think I can actually look at this for too long without getting some kind of vomit within my mouth. I don't know what it is. So colors do a weird thing with me, and some colors when they're together actually make me feel physically sick. Red and yellow together, I can't look at it for too long, I actually feel sick, and this has that same effect on me. But when you see all the ninjas together, they do look pretty damn cool as a set. Very nice. I don't even know what all of these different variations are. If someone can explain to me what every single variation is here, please leave it down in the comments. Coming very soon is Tigerwing. So for all of you who want a Menasor right now, and you can't wait for Hasbro's Menasor, then this one will come as one complete set. I do believe it was based around the original Magic Square one, and this is either a smaller version or a larger version. I can't honestly remember for the life of me, but it looks pretty cool. All comes at one set. I don't know a price on this one just yet, but I might partake depending on the price. Maybe I'll give myself a little birthday present. Speaking of Magic Square, we saw their take on Hound a few more images, and this time we saw a little bit of a lighter version because we also got to see him doing his little hologramic version of himself. So we can see there are a little bit of two shades, so maybe they're going to release both of these shades in the near future. Very nice looking figure, in all honesty. This is probably the best looking Magic Square figure that I've seen for a while. Even in its alt mode, it doesn't quite look like it's made of marshmallow, so I'm here for it. As well as San Diego Comic-Con, there has been other groupings of geeks around the world, and one of them is Wonderfest. And over at Wonderfest, they showed off FlameToys' new products, and one of the most exciting ones for me is this take on Jazz. Look at that! This bad boy looks ready for action. I absolutely adore the way that this figure looks. I like the fact that the doors can kind of become almost like extra armor pieces on it. I love it, but it doesn't transform. Hasbro, please. Somebody, third-party companies, anybody, take FlameToys designs and make them transform so I can have them on my shelf. Next up, we got Jet Power Armor Optimus Prime. I feel like I've been talking about this one for a while though, so I don't know if this is new, but it does look pretty cool. And then ultimately we got this Starscream right here, and this Starscream does look great with a massive cloak. But let's not forget this. Look at that bad boy, IDW Cylonus. Yup. Hasbro has also been sharing a couple of things this week, and one of the things that they showed is basically like a production diary of Flame Rocket and how it went from being Arcee in a cycle mode to be in this shattered glass flame rocket looking thing, and I like these. I like the kind of visual images and showing us how it went from this to this and all of the product design features that they do. I do really love that Hasbro are now sharing all of these and being a little bit more transparent with how they come to these conclusions and how they make these products. I think it's nice. I think it's a really cool little insight into the world of Hasbro. If you play freemium crappy games, then Hasbro are always here for you, and Sea Spray is coming to Top War. I think this animation's pretty cool, but yes, Top War, for God's sake. As mentioned before, San Diego Comic-Con is happening at the moment, or certainly happened over the weekend. And Peter Cullen himself, the voice of Optimus Prime, was there at the Hasbro panel, sharing a few stories about what it's like being Peter Cullen and what it's like being Prime. One of the stories he shared was how he had to audition for Michael Bay to play the role that he's the most famous for. It's worth watching as a story because apparently Michael Bay was quite surprised that somebody who'd played two characters and was a voice actor could do that in an audition. Oh my god, a real actor? I guess if you're used to dealing with one-dimensional people like Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, you can only be Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch whenever he's Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch, and Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch needs to be in a movie about Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Then people who can kind of act, I guess they're a rarity for you. Rant over. As you can probably tell, not the biggest Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch fan over here. Anyway, that's it from me from another Transformers Tuesday. If you're new around here, why not think about giving me a like, a share, and a subscribe, because it really does help me out. I know I owe you all a live channel. I promise you it's coming. This is one of my final weeks needing to go over to Amsterdam. Then I'm going to be not going over for a couple of weeks, so probably then I'm going to set that bad boy up. And that's it from me, and I'll see you in my next video. Alright team, in a bit. Peace!